Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and intro this third game of the possibly black screen. Nope, there's definitely no black screen. I don't know why people are saying that. Welcome to the third game of Karma Crew versus AKG as part of the semi-finals for the League at the Click tournament here, hosted by Perth WA Facebook page. We are your illustrious hosts, the Generals, gentlemen. I am Untitled Machine.
I'm Archon Hawk.
And I'm Squizma, the third.
The third?
The third, yeah. Like, I'm
not the second?
Yeah,
I'm not the second.
Well, that's degrading.
It's Archon.
Look,
Archon's second.
Forget that for now, because on the left-hand side here is AKG. We do actually have DP Goddard as our Ziggs Canoe, as the Alistair, 2Hop as our Vayne, ASDF as our Riven, and name required will be our Vladimir.
Yeah, on the red team, we got Aj. I think Aj. On top lane, Zach, we need more gold. Or a pause coming out right now. But yeah, we need more gold in the mid lane on the Oriana. Wetty, the sub on support. Leona, I think I said support Oriana then, never mind. And Adam as the ADC Jinx, and Point in the jungle on Vi. So pause coming out right now.
Yeah, gonna be unpaused now. Jumping right back into this game. As we do see both teams just positioning around the river. Nothing going for invade. It's just going to be fending off everyone. Really standard way of playing. You know, with that 130 warding totem is going to be coming up. We do have 5 warding totems onto each team. I'll just have a quick flick around of the champs with a directed camera on. Thank you very much, Untitled Machine. So we'll just move people around.
D for directed camera is
D
sort
for
of the
directed camera.
shortcut to being a professional spectator.
Okay, I'll be on that.
So,
I'll be on that.
What do we think about these team comps here? I'm looking forward to seeing this Alistair ball hard and basically just nope.jpg these let's bounce elastic slingshots.
That's exactly what I'm hoping to see. And
Blake's foot.
My
No.
foot.
Not ideal.
Chair.
Gentlemen, we have a bit of an injury here. Blake will oh no. That's
Injured streaming. This is something
man.
we see every day. It's not
Not
my
ideal.
voice. It's my toes.
not the best case scenario.
It isn't indeed, but yeah, I love the Alistair pick in this instance. Canoe's going to be fantastic. The engage potential coming out from red team is dangerous. I mean, Zach with the command protect into its shockwave. You've got the solar flare there, as well as, you know, Point engaging with the assault and battery. It's a recipe for trouble, and picking the Alistair really allows them to deal with that.
It's like 3 ways of initiation. Hopefully Alistair can deal with this, especially since 2Hop's sort of like the disengage, getting an auto attack in, walk back a bit more, and be able to auto attack again. But I don't know how he'll deal with it, because they've got a Vladimir in the top lane, and Vladimir versus a Zach is a pretty slow lane. It's just going to be a lot of harass from Vlad early on. Zach trying to get some harass in, catch his blobs, and just trying to out-farm Vlad, or even out-sustain him, but I don't think he'll be able to.
Yeah, for the record, the Alistair versus Zach pick we saw in the second game of the OGN Championship Winter Grand Finals, which was quite recently between SK Telecom and Samsung Ozone. SKT went for the Alistair pick to the surprise of everyone, and then Samsung Ozone's initiation with the Yasuo Zach got completely negated by that one. So we'll have to see if we see something similar, or if we see basically some better positioning and some placement to, you know, avoid that sort of mitigation of the headbutting away. Let's bounce there. In the top lane, we see double Doran's shields here onto our top lanes. Interesting moves, considering Vladimir is mainly going to be doing the transfuse harass, so I'm not sure why Agi would go for that Doran's shield.
I think it's just mainly stop Vlad's auto attacks, and it's just a good amount of regen it gives you, a good amount of health as well. And as far as first item builds go for Zach in the top lane, what else are you going to get?
Yeah, it's fairly standard. You definitely want that health regen. You're not going to go aggressive with a Doran's Blade or a Longsword Starter or anything like that. So, you know, you sometimes see cloth armor, but again, you know, why bother? You want the health regen.
Yeah, just like what about just like a really fast null magic mantle? Would that be a good pick?
I don't know, in my opinion. I don't believe so.
I haven't lamed that much, but I think he wants the health regen, to be honest. I mean, he's going to be taking less damage from the transfuses, which is going to be shredding age there. But yeah, look, I think the Doran's shield isn't too bad of a start. As you see, a bit of a CS spread in Edge's way actually in the top lane.
Yeah, point with the red buff. May go for a gank in the bottom lane here. There is a ward in that brush, so it's going to have to be ganking a little bit creatively in order to run around that. Nice knock-up combo from Knu, but there is the Zenith Blade in for the zap follow-up. 2Hop's getting blasted down, has to pop the Flame Chompers. Gets exhausted, though, to jump away from that one, though.
Look, that's a hardcore whoops, Knu. You do not want to blow those. He blew the headbutt, he blew the
Pulverize?
The pulverize, of course, the knock-up, and then Leonil, and when he goes, thanks for the opportunity to engage onto 2Hop. That's very kind of you. I'll just jump straight on there, do a heap of damage, burn the barrier, burn the flash. Yeah, bit of a misplay.
Weddy really taking advantage of the pulverize being dropped pretty early then, but a great job for the red AKGs. Oh, sorry, this is not AKGs, it's Karma Crew's bot lane.
Yeah, but at least we'll see 2Hop move back into lane with a Vamp Scepter, so that'll help things out. But the bottom lane of Karma Crew are also recalling, so we'll have some nice items of their own. Again, a Vamp Scepter, but also that tier 1 boost, just for that extra movement speed. Edge is pretty low in the top lane here, so we may see some pretty crazy interactions. Once we see level 6, a Hemoplague may be fantastic. There is the Ignite, Edge having to flash away. That may tick for the passive though. Yep, there it goes into his Bloblets on the floor. Name required, nowhere nearby, can't capitalize on that one without that passive gone.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the either the auto attack damage or the transfuse damage to actually take advantage of that. So instead, going with the CS's as you go, going on the aggressive.
There is the Elastic Slingshot, but nice Sanguine pull just in time to back away from that one. Taking a fair bit of damage though from the auto attack, and a lot of blobs on the floor as well. So Addy's sustaining back up pretty good.
Yeah, name required did not have a good potential there. Burning his Ignite to get rid of the cell division of Zac there, but Zac having to back off and trying to aggress from these bushes under surprise. Riven sneaking behind.
But guess what? ASDF here to party as well. Edgy going in with a Let's Bounce, but there is the Sanguine pull and the Hemoplague. That's going to burn for a bit of damage there. Trying to dive under the tower. Backs away for now. Doesn't want to get caught by a greedy tower dive.
Yeah, even with the Hemoplague teach, it's not enough damage to take out AG. In the mid lane, we do have an early Chalice out onto Depe God. We're going to be nice. The exact same. Onto the opposition, we need more gold, but also managed to pick up the double.
There's the Inferno Bomb. Doesn't quite connect, but the Riven Broken Wings will, but again, not enough for the damage. So Agi is really taking a lot of the attention and living to see another day.
I'm a little bit surprised at the positioning of the Mega Explosive, Mega Inferno Bomb. If we actually put it on the tower behind it, would have enforced the engage onto ASDF. ASDF could have secured the kill regardless of the Mega Explosive Bomb. It was just misplaced there.
Definitely getting caught between the Inferno Bomb and Riven's Crazy Burst would have been a nicer way of handling that one. But in the bottom, we haven't quite seen another engage. I think Kane is going to be playing a lot safer and a lot smarter now. Doesn't want to burn his cooldowns, as we did see that go pretty bad for him last time. That brush is warded, so he can't be too sneaky here. We do see Wetty going for a aggressive positioning here. What's he going to do with it?
Yeah, he's looking for that Zenith Blade off to the side, but Kanu is ready for it, and you can't engage onto him.
Yeah, point is there as well. There's a stun onto Kanu, not the ideal target though. No level 6, so he can't use his tankiness, and there is the Flame Chompers. Auto attack of Adam will be our first blood in game number 3 here, not even having to burn the Assault and Battery.
Yeah, speaking of the Devil, their point just being on par with that Vault Breaker, and it looks like they will be trying to secure the Dragon off this, having some quite nice ward control in the jungle of AKG.
Could you say he's on point?
Yeah. Look, Susma, I could pun that hard.
I wish you punted that hard. That'd been great. I would have just had the biggest grin just then. But this is an easy easy dragon straight to red, straight to Karma Crew. Backing away from that, and everyone hitting level 6 right now. The Mega Inferno Death Rocket is ready.
So there is the MR. Agi getting the Negatron Cloak's going to have a lot better time against Name Required. So definitely going for the MR, just not as the first item. Which makes me feel good about myself, making a nice call here. But under tower, we'll take a fair bit of damage, transfused pretty safely.
Yeah, poor those
CSing is hard to get that.
Oh, that's a Shockwave. Shockwave will hit them both. There is a knock-up from the Broken Wings, but we'll flash over the wall. We need more gold, should be fine for now.
Gonna survive that one. AKG Depe job, don't need to secure his blue buff from the looks of things. It'd be nice to grab that up, and hopefully we'll be seeing the same onto the side of we need more gold.
Oh, Vayne trying to catch up in CS against this Jinx now. She is 10 behind, and this Jinx has a BF sword, so she's looking really powerful. Adam is going to win these engages, especially the very small engages if she's not going to auto attack. Point coming in.
Speaking of engagement, not really much of engagement because of the Sanguine Pool. A good way for escaping, but once the Sanguine Pool wears out, and without the boots on Vlad, he's pretty vulnerable, but actually going for the Ghost rather than Flash can be quite a nice. Point deciding to cancel the recall. ASDF wouldn't have scouted it in time, but he made it. AG may get caught here. There is the Let's Bounce just to try and get away from trouble. Auto attack and a couple of tower shots going on to ASDF.
Nice job from AKG, managing to burn that ult. And we've seen a Hextech Revolver onto our Vladimir, name required. Nice bit of magic damage there.
Pretty standard item on Vladimir. Having that spell vamp is fantastic.
Yeah.
This will really combine and to complement with his already his inbuilt sort of sustain on his transfuse.
Yeah, Adji's completed that Spectre's cow now, so some nice magic resist coming out as well. Gonna have a good time laning against our Vladimir.
Yeah, this Vlad, as he picks up the extra spell vamp, since Zac picked up the Negatron Cloak, looking to mitigate as much damage and healing effects on him, the Revolver sort of counteracts that and actually gives a lot of the healing effects back into the pocket of Vladimir, and Vladimir is still to keep up with that farm. He can just either wave and just Q it instead, and he gets tons of health back, and he can really pressure and like duel for these bloblets now.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and we do see Bane has picked up that build toward a Cutlass, which is going to be a nice pickup, a little bit different to
hey, one sec, sorry.
The Bloodthirst. Says Callum excuse himself. It's going to be nice picking up that the Blade of the Ruin King, a little bit more of a standard build coming out there, as opposed to going for the Bloodthirst that we saw previously.
Bloodthirster on Vayne, wasn't it? It was a very strange pickup, but it worked out for him, and that's all that matters in the end. But this trades up in the top lane going so well for name required. He could fight for these bloblets a little bit more. Age just having to run straight at them and just be able to like duel him afterwards.
Yeah, just trying to get that duel off, but you know, the transfuses coming out of name required are still very, very powerful. Just see a bit of counter jungling coming out from our point there as I try and work out how to flick back over to direction camera.
Yeah, you just press D, I believe.
Yeah, it is direction camera, isn't it? D.
Yes, a
very
point
nice.
coming in.
Going to be a gank here from Point. Point is moving in with the Vault Breaker. The Assault Battery is available. Goes on to name required. Does Hemoplague out of the Blood Pool out of the way. Sanguine Pool, nice work. Point may still catch on to this. Still have the Vault Breaker available for... Impact goes off and ASTF gonna come back in there with the Broken Wings upgrade. Gonna try and chase down Adj, but probably will survive at this point. Blade of the Exile not quite managing to secure this kill. But
bouncing bombs
at the same time,
Ziggs.
Depo God gonna come in, almost lands last auto attack there.
Play casting
It's
like
hard.
a boss here.
It's hard.
We
OG.
respect you.
We respect you a lot more now.
Yeah, so we do have a pretty low Agi, but he's under tower, so he should be fine for now. The tower as well is also quite low, so low is the word of choice here for our red team. Karma's Crew, but in the bottom, a pretty wonky engagement here. Alistair definitely doesn't... He shouldn't be the target because he's tanky, he has the heals, and again, no, actually, speaking of, not again, we do have level 4 Pulverize, so really going for those cooldowns. Nice headbutt into the tower, Solar Flare onto Hop though. We'll get Flame Chompers, but we'll actually sidestep that one. We'll avoid it for now. Ready going in with a Zenith Blade, very aggressive Mega Bomb in the back lines. Won't do a whole bunch of damage, but we'll help out just a little bit there. Mega Death Rocket on cooldown for Adam.
We're forcing them off there with Depe God off to the side, looking for a bit more harassment for the moment as we back over a little bit.
See Point coming in, trying to help out, but unable to do so. Going into the mid lane, but in the top lane right now, Adj is really fighting over these blobs. He wants them, but Name Required is not letting him have them. He's just doing so much more damage now, trading him and healing him. And, oh, that's not an Ignite Burn, it's just the red buff.
Exactly, so it will do a bit of damage over time here. I'm not sure if the Cell Division, the passive of Zac, is available. Is there a way we can tell?
Look, I don't see how. I mean, it should really show up there, but it's obviously not.
Yeah,
so
it does with like Bloodwell and stuff.
Yeah, it's just timing it yourself. I think it is up at the moment.
It's his buff. Go over his very first buff of Zac's. And it's
of course.
Oh, okay,
well,
yeah,
there we go.
okay, yeah. So
it is available.
5-minute cooldown.
But that tower looking incredibly low. Agi mustn't be feeling too confident right now, as that tower could get taken out quite soon, and that will be his only really way of keeping him alive. So he'll gonna have to back away for now. Not a bad choice.
Quite far behind on CS. It's about 33 at the moment. Definitely the lead going to Name Required in that lane.
He's also got the kill on him. Oh, actually a kill on Vi. So Point actually giving extra gold to Vlad in the top lane, but he's just proxying this farm. Point looking for something in the bot lane, but Team AKG backing off.
Oh no, Agi playing it very risky here, trying to juke through the brush like a boss. Oh, name required got outplayed there, but to be fair, Agi having the level 1 boots, name required having no such thing.
Actually trying to secure that last minion, not quite being successful, however.
I believe name required.
Point going in with the Vault Breaker. Nice knockups there from Kane. Solar Flare will catch him down. The Death Rocket will secure the kill. He didn't pop his ultimate.
Didn't go off.
Unbreakable Will.
Did
Nope.
not go off during that engagement. A little bit surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess if he popped it too soon, they could have ignored it.
Yeah.
And he was stunned by something. I don't know what it was. So he couldn't, I think the Solar Flare, so he couldn't pop it during the engagement. But definitely not the best, because that will secure the Dragon perhaps. But ASD moving in with the help of DP God and two. Blue team picks it up. The smite on Riven gets it. And now Wetty will fall to the ground. Point running for his life. Adam trying to recall, but in the Dragon Pit. Nice try, Adam, but not enough. DP God will claim that kill.
I thought that was going red for a second, but unfortunately, fortunately for AKG, they picked that up. They got the Dragon. They got 2 kills out of that, killing both Adam and Witty, and they were doing really strong in the bot lane.
That's a fantastic pullback there from AKG. Definitely what you want to see. It's not a good idea to try and back in that Dragon Pit. Adam tried valiantly, didn't he?
He did.
It sucks when you're playing an ADC that just doesn't have any gap of like wall jumps. You're just sitting there like, well, I hope I can get this recall.
It was pretty much all she could do. She couldn't try and like go in for a kill. And had the AKG team being like really sort of like tunnel vision and just try to get the kill onto Point, like it may have been enough.
Yeah.
But, you know, hey, worth a try there indeed. So looking at the game, we do see pretty much the same goal, 21,500. Not too far off there indeed. So pretty close, but looking at the mid lane, 157 CS for Oriana and 112 here for Ziggs. So a pretty big difference there. Looking pretty strong with the Athene's Unholy Grail. But then again, so does Ziggs. So
she had a lot of money in the bank, I would say, at the moment. 1,500, that's not too bad. There's actually a huge money disparity due to the kills and assists that, I guess. Oh yeah, the extra assists coming out. Miss Solar Flare. Oh no, landed Solar Flare.
Well, it slowed them down.
Just to get away.
Lena got caught, but with her shield, the Eclipse, it just gives her so much tankiness, you can't really focus her. That's sort of a cool thing. It's like Alistair's ultimate, but on her W. It's just so good.
Name required, pulling a lot of pressure on this top lane, getting those transfusions in and the tides of blood. Age can't do anything. He can barely even CS this wave. Oh, he got it that time.
I mean, I have to say, he's farming very, very well, despite how hard he gets countered by Vladimir. I mean, he built straight in that Spirit Visage, but still, you know, the spell vamp and just the burn coming out from Name Required is far, far too strong for him to actually scale at this point.
AJ may get caught, pops the Let's Bounce, but there is Point as well. Healing Blade may tick with an extra transfer. Sanguine Pull, no, I think red buff, damage over time killed him. You can't target Vladimir during Sanguine Pull, but damage over time still tick.
Yes,
so like red buff ignite, so that's actually why he died, even in that Sanguine Pull.
And again, he's just overextending a little bit too much. Name required, and Vi just picking him off. Point picking his targets and looking for a top AS push. Missing that Zenith Blade and zap onto ASD there.
Yeah, nice dodges. The Flame Chompers are in the brush. That will ward them off for now.
I'm going to force them off for the moment. It is 1 tower 2-0 at this point in favour of our friends AKG just in the top lane. But I think it's going to be secured now, the top lane tower for our good friends, our other good friends.
AKG or
Karma Crew.
Everyone's our friends.
Yeah, exactly. So tower for tower here, by the looks of it, maybe an engagement of mines. Nope, Flame Chompers will lock down ATF Zap as well. That's a lot of damage. Oh, Shockwave. 3-man Shockwave is Swizma having a bit of a fit there. Death Rocket almost got the kill. Auto attack. Oh, that shield from Val is fantastic. Look how low AKG are. Solar Flare slowing down Kano. His ultimate's already worn off. Adam goes in with the kill and picks up 2 hop. ASDF running for a life. Kano as well. He's sort of running as well. Not the best, not the most fit member of the team there, but he's trying to scurry along out of trouble here. DP God's pretty low. He doesn't have flash. Has the satchel though. Can he jump over the wall? Gets the kill onto We Need More Gold. They will... No, actually, AKG Kano got the kill onto We Need More Gold.
Yeah, we'll trade off that 1 for 1.
Oh my god, that Shockwave.
Yeah.
It was like on the border of 3 of them. It was... I wasn't expecting. I was like, that's gonna miss. No, it didn't.
It's not often that you see that kind of a shockwave. It's like
It almost hit 4 of them as well.
Close.
Yeah,
it
did.
was pretty nuts. In a 4-man engagement, hitting a 3-man shockwave, you know, that's a pretty good percentage.
It's 75% of shockwave to targets. It's a
3 out
pretty
of
good.
4 is good.
Good ratio. You can put that on
What's
your
your
resume.
shockwave percentage?
Oh, 75% is much.
Well,
That's
3
not
out of
bad.
4, you know.
Well, we need more gold. Definitely doesn't need more shockwave percentages.
Picking up that Rod of Ages, he's going to be fat damage when he returns to lane against his Ziggs. Ziggs also replies with the Rod of Ages.
And Archon replies with a cough.
Would you like to change up your?
I mean, like
sick.
I was expecting some meta, and I got a cough. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Look, you're a little bit disappointed. I'm just trying to make sure Suzma makes sure that's a Rod of Ages.
Yeah, it definitely is a Rod of Ages.
Yeah,
Oh, was that like a?
It's an
Oh, that it was a. It wasn't like a cough. It was a Swissmar.
This is a Suzma suggestive.
Look,
cough.
this is going downhill incredibly fast, but.
Sorry, guys.
Name required. We'll send you in pull, but oh! Solar flare, a little bit preemptive. Shockwave
Preempt too.
missed its mark there. The percentage has definitely gone down now.
Wasn't he going for the minions or? No,
I don't think so.
Shockwave,
I mean,
okay.
I'm not Oriana player myself, but I don't think that was the ideal target there, as we will see the rest of the team here. Karma Crew kind of moving towards this mid lane, may try and pressure down the turret as name required. Will recall. He's pretty low on HP point, moving in for some sort of play, but the water will scout her position.
Standing right off to the side, they still might be able to gauge onto 2-hop. At this point, you know, 5-mans versus 4 could definitely try and go for that assault and battery.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the bad choice. The Shockwave is on cooldown, so not the best sort of team fight potential, but still, even then, a 4v5, like that's pretty good odds anyway. Dragon spawning in 10 seconds, so they may just disengage this sort of siege and go for that dragon instead.
Name required is back in the play, so it's a 5 versus 5 in the mid lane.
With Shockwave on CD, so for now, in that regard, it's looking towards the AKG team. They got pretty much all of their ults available, ready to rock and roll.
In less than 20 seconds, I believe all of Red will have their ultis back as well.
Yeah, even Solar Flare's down as well. Yeah, you're right. So definitely not looking good in the ultimate department. So forcing at this dragon fight, which is available, would be fantastic. Or even just the push.
Yeah, 2-up has that static shiv available though, so that's going to clear minions quite fast. They're going to have no real trouble clearing up the minion waves, so I mean, if AKG want to go in for this, they're going to be taking turret shots.
Yeah, but now Solar Flare and the Shockwave is available. They missed their window. There is the Solar Flare, Assault and Battery, ripping through Hob. There is the Vayne Hema Plague, find some targets there. Mega Footed by and a nice Shockwave. Not too shabby there indeed. A lot of damage from the Karma Crew here. ACF gets taken out. 5 members still standing for Karma Crew. Kanu will be next. Double kill for our Jinx here. And now auto attacks from Adam. Almost claimed another victim there, but for now that should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, backing off from that one, wow.
They all got their ultis back at the
that
perfect time. As 2-hobs just gets too close, and it's just a Vault Breaker into instant assault and battery, and then a really good Shockwave sort of peeling Riven and Alistair away from Adam in that team fight. So that went really well for Red.
And the Dragon. Definitely not the best play there by AKG. They sat around waiting with half of their ults on cooldown.
Hey, you want to come in with your Solar Flare Shockwave? Oh, yes, please.
Dragon was available. The turret was there on half HP. They waited until the ults came back up, and then the moment the ults came up, Karma Crew went in with some fantastic Shockwave and the Solar Flare and just cleaned through that team fight, smashing those objectives.
Yeah, just because of how far out 2-hop actually was caught, there was nowhere to peel from. Canoe tried, there just wasn't enough at this point. I mean, AKG are going to come back, so they're going to get the turret, but they're quite far behind in gold just because of that complete wipe in the last team fight.
Yeah, and because 2-hop got shut down straight away, and that's so important. We are seeing we need more gold is just really doing a lot of burst and taking her down to about 1/3 of her HP, and that's without the Rabidance. She only has the needlessly large rod with a themed Holy Grail and, you know, a handful of Doran's rings. So once we see that Rabidance, it's going to be even more burst.
Yeah, you watch Oriana with her entire combo, probably nearly about a half health for this Ziggs, but Ziggs is running his barrier, so he's ready for this burst. He'll hopefully be able to meet it and perhaps out damage Oriana in the long run.
See how it goes. Nothing for Azonia's yet. Our mid laners, something here. Don't see it right away, but we do have our Zac, as you go in the top lane, having that Spirit Visage as well as building towards the Randuins now, so going to be very, very tanky, which he needs for these engages. Agi is kind of their main front line in tank. Weddy's going to be in there as well, but it's mainly all about Agi as he elastic slingshots in normally with that ball on him and he tries to get as much damage down as possible.
Even ASDF, she's also getting bursted hardcore by We Need More Gold's Oriana. And just take a look at Adam, she's looking incredibly strong. 5 kills, 200 CS, got the Bloodthirster, got the Static Shiv, looking like she's going towards, I'm not sure, probably an Infinity Edge with that pickaxe.
So that would be nice.
And she's definitely doing quite well for herself.
You pick up the boot enhancements of the Fevera and the Fevera, and that's going to be so great in teamfights, being able to auto attack with her fish bones, and it's such a long range, and she'll be able to run forward, get in a range again, and be able to get another shot off of her fish bones because of that range. And she could be able to just continue with this type of pressure in the mid lane. If she gets 1 kill or a turret shot, she'll be able to bully them so hard.
All of the ults are available here for both of these teams. Will we see a nice, well-placed wombo for the Karma Crew? Looks as though Agi, trying to ward, wants to find that elastic slingshot, and with the ball carrier, it can be quite jolly indeed. AKG not looking at full health. We do see name required in Kano on about half HP, and they're pretty much the tankiest champions.
AKG could definitely win a fight under the tower, even with the burst coming out from the Karma Crew. So Agi, look, he is excited by that ward.
Is feeling pretty confident here. I think he's going to make some plays happen, but he keeps getting scouted by these wards. So nice ward control by AKG. They know he's there to, like the splitting. They're definitely splitting up with this pretty good poke from Karma Crew. It's really important that AKG do have the heal, the Ferocious Roar Alistair, but that thing says only level 1, so it's not doing a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's
there's
the solar flare.
There's a shockwave as well. That one either. Let's bounce elastic slingshot. Look at this wombo here. Sengu and Pull would probably save our name required. There is the Hema Plague, but hey, what is it going to do? It may take down Agi. He's got his passive, and Adam's moving in, falling hard with his auto attacks. Gets excited, has to pop that barrier. So, look, not looking too good here for AKG.
It's not looking good at all. Agi does come up from that one and he is still alive. Now they're going to be tanking through this turret, going to take that one down, and probably another one as well. We've still got 3 seconds on ASDF. No, looks like they may be playing it safe here, back up from the jungle. No, rotating bottom actually, going for that tower. That's nice global objective pressure.
Smart turret there. There's a lot of pressure in the mid lane, and they can easily take this down. Only ASD has answered for them, and that's an easy turret straight to AKG. Oh, sorry, Karma Crew.
Karma Crew indeed. A minute 50 on Dragon as well, so they'll be able to back off from this, clear their jungle camps, and still make it back in time to contest that Dragon.
They can really pressure these, or bully AKG out of these lanes as they push forward. Both Oriana, Jinx, and Leona just cover so much ground, and if any of them get caught in either abilities, they can just instantly be answered by a shockwave straight onto Zac, or onto Oriana. Oh, sorry, a shockwave onto Leona, or even Point. They can just answer these combos so well, and they can control these waves from such a long distance. And AKG has nothing besides Zig's ultimate, and there's a lot of gap to make up for.
I agree. This is probably the biggest disparity we've seen so far in the games.
The entire series,
these two teams. It's been so close all the time. I mean, but now we've got almost a 10k. Sorry, yeah, a bit of an 8k gold lead now, going over to the Karma Crew. They're pulling so far ahead in this game, and at this point, I mean, it's going to be very, very hard for AKG to pull back. And there's another awesome solar flare.
Wasn't the best, so flashes out of that Zenith Blade. So burning a flash only for the solar flare.
Yeah, not that right.
Yeah, I mean, not too bad. Dragon spawning in 30 seconds, so Karma Crew may just back off and take that Dragon. The Baron is also there for the taking. The Baron's a pretty big commitment.
Yeah, it would be at the moment. I mean, we are 30 minutes in, but I don't feel that the Karma Crew are that far ahead that they can just take a Baron. Especially with the ward coverage coming out from AKG at the moment. They could scout it out, and, you know, losing a Baron at this point could turn the whole game around.
Look, now one thing I want to criticize here about AKG, take a look at their trinkets. How many sweeping lens do you see, gentlemen?
Look, I see no sweeping lenses on him.
And that's not very good, because if you take a look at the wards here of Karma Crew, they have pretty good ward coverage, you know, all over the Baron, the jungle there, so that will give them pretty good map presence. Inferno Bomb doesn't quite go in time, and that's a nice elastic slingshot. Will we see the Let's Bounce? The ball is on him for a shockwave if he decides to go for it. Randuins will slow them down. Death Rocket, with the help of We Need More Gold, will claim the kill. So it's still a handful of wards, so a lot of warding near the Baron, which is fantastic play from both of these teams, but with 2 sweeping lenses on Karma Krew, they can clean those wards up.
Yeah, and a couple of Randuins coming out as well. Aji's got his Randuins, and so does Point, so double Randuins out. I'm not sure, we haven't seen the 6 Randuins yet, but I mean, I'm expecting it, to be honest.
Triple Randuins.
Triple Randuins, only way to play. I mean, it can be nice, it has paid off
Randuin's
with
hard
the
or go
slow
home.
so far. Exactly, name required has picked up that Zonya's now as well, which is going to give him a bit more survivability if he decides to go in with the Sanguine Pool.
Well, you're crazy not to build an Omens against a Vayne, in my opinion. And it's even a Riven. It's just so good to deny their movement speed and attack speed with an item. And
Karma Krew playing it safe, backing away from that Baron.
Yeah, you're going to be backing away from the area. I'm not sure whether they want to try and just force AKG to get in an area where they can snipe off a member. So Karma Krew is off to the side, but good warding control from both teams. So I'm not sure if anyone can make anything happen at this point.
So many wards. I guess that's the advantage, though, of having those 5 warding totems, is that, yeah, you do get a lot of wards.
Yeah.
But I think those sweeping lenses would be quite lovely indeed.
I think maybe Karma Krew may have actually picked up that nobody on AKG has picked up a sweeping lens yet. So they could even go for a Baron bait. They can really pull out any strat now, and AKG may fall for it, assuming it's a 5-man team walking towards that objective. So right now you can see them getting spotted out, going towards the Baron right now. And I think they know it.
Yeah, it's not the kind of team you want to group up against, and to get to the Baron pit, you do have to group up. You have to go through a lane, and then you're very, very vulnerable to shockwaves and so many other things, so...
Wow. The burst and the flash, followed by the solar flare, and the elastic death rocket as well, just in case there. That may open up this Baron here. Look at the damage that we have from We Need More Gold. He has the Death Cap, the Void Staff, and the Athene's Unholy Grail with 410 ability power, Source Boots, Void Star. She is really chunking.
And Shockwave is still available, as is Let's Bounce and Assault and Battery. So, look, Karma Krew no way out of this fight. Looks like we'll see Steel.
Oh, they're going to try and go for it, though. ASDF is getting absolutely destroyed here, Assault and Battery, just to make sure Point is low on mana. But with the Baron, that'll give her back that mana and health.
So, Baron has now been taken by the Karma Crew. Good job. They're securing this game now. Ziggs, please.
Oh, no.
Depe God, you tried hard, but just not having the ward coverage, burning that flash as well. So, look, I'd say we can just say the Karma Crew can just back off, heal up, and then just come through, push down mid.
Yeah, it was a blind Inferno Bomb, but now not only is there the Baron, but not having the Inferno Bomb will limit their team fight potential.
Looks like getting that Glacial Shroud possibly coming out for a Frozen Heart on Leona right now. So, we're doing a great job of sort of temp support for Karma Krew right now. So,
yeah, it's a good way to shut down Hop as well as ASDF, having that Frozen Heart. I mean, the 20% attack speed reduction is nice, and you combine that with the Randuins, and, you know, your hard to manage ADCs can become quite easy to shut down.
as soon as they land the Command Dissidents onto any champion, that's a free Solar Flare from Leona, like a free stun from, whoa. And she's making sure no one's destroying them.
The triple wards.
Yeah, so
triple sidestep wards, OP.
To be fair though, it means that it's going to take them a long time to clear out.
You can't actually clear that with one sweeping lens, even if you have one sweeping lens, which AKG don't. So,
well, if they're all together, you could. But if there's just the support,
just one support,
yeah, because usually you see the support like solo roam.
Yeah.
Since that brush was actually warded, I think she dropped multiple wards there as a bait for them to go towards it with a sweeping lens and possibly try to remove. But then no sweeping lens even came out of AKG yet.
Yeah, so we do see them trying to push the top tower. By the looks of it here, not a bad choice. Going for those inner turrets is always the easiest one to manage. Getting those inner turrets can be just a little bit tricky, and because they still can throw it, Karma Crew can throw away an ace and all of a sudden lose objective after objective and even out the goal difference.
Oh, Agi gets warded right on top of him. Unfortunately, he was off to the side looking for that elastic slingshot, but it's probably going to allow Karma Crew to force down this turret.
These wards are nice because they do pretty much give a lot of vision onto Agi, and because as we were mentioning in the second game, you really got to ward out those elastic slingshots, same as the Crowstorm, because that's sort of how they initiate.
Yeah, as Agi gets a little bit mad that they keep warding on his face, so he's gonna smack his fist on the ground a few times, and here we go. Command Protect has gone down.
That may be the engage with elastic slingshot. Where is the Let's Bounce? Not going for it. The Solar Flare will lead the charge as AKG running for their lives here. Wetsy getting focused hardcore Mega Bomb and the Hema Plague. There goes our Vladimir. Shockwave. Nice shockwave. Fantastic play. AKG running for the lives. Getting demolished. Triple kill here for Adam. DP God will be next. Kano can't do much. He's going to get taken out. The satchel charge may save DP God for now. Kano trying to headbutt Agi into the bombs and tower of the DP God here, but that inhib turret is going to finally get taken down.
Yeah, it's going to take a hell of a lot of damage. I'm surprised Adam decided to back off. Did he not want the Pender, or...?
That was
Good
shockwave.
guy Adam going to push up the wave so he can take objectives.
That was shockwave into death missile.
Yeah, it
death
was.
rocket.
Yeah, super death rocket. There was just so much shred. Saving the shockwave for those kind of clutch moments is just so important. And here we do see Adam is now met up with his teammates. Good guy, triple kill. And yeah, they're just forcing these objectives so well. Still have the Baron buff for a little bit longer. I mean, look, Karma Krew are just playing this perfectly. They're just not making mistakes at this point.
Yeah, they're really going for small objectives, going back, playing it safe, coming back in when they've actually spent their money, got the good items, coming and healing. They really fight it when it's in their favor.
Yeah.
And they're doing a great job.
I think this game is over.
It really is.
Guardian's Angel onto Adam.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, the only danger that could possibly come out is 2-hop, and they've got ways to deal with that. Double random ones. The Frozen Heart will, I'd say, be completed onto Weddy fairly soon. I'm guessing that's where they're going with the Glacial Shroud. It would make sense.
But Riven has nothing.
Yeah, Riven, I don't know, 0-4-2, no gold, so just going tank at the moment. I mean, they just don't have any damage coming at me.
Just built her second item of the game, actually. Not getting enough kills on her team, getting that gold assist of what a jungler would be getting, but looks like team Karma Crew just pushing through mid now.
Yeah, she actually has less gold than Leona. Riven has a fair bit less than Wetsy here. Definitely not ideal there, having less gold than the other team's support.
It's not.
But that's okay, because they will push through this middle turret by the looks of it here. Maybe a bit of a split pushing, but that inhib turret's down, so going for that inhib is definitely the better choice. A lot of damage onto Vladimir. The auto attacks of the Rocket of Adam. The Jinx is quite powerful indeed. Agi trying to taunt his ways. Will run away after taking a single auto attack from 2-hop.
Gonna be backing off from this one for the moment. More coverage coming out from AKG, but a little bit too late, as we do see Karma Crew rotating down to that mid lane turret.
Yeah, inhib was taken out, so that's going to give them the... Basically, it means that they don't have to go take out those top minions, because the super minions will do it for them.
They will, they're going to push it down. That's some nice wall coverage coming out, as then smacks his fist on the ground a few more times, just waiting for that minion wave to turn up so they can push down the middle tower.
As over time, longer they stay in this mid lane, that top lane is just going to keep pushing and pushing. So they're really playing to their own advantages, and they got no other place besides bullying mid. Whoa.
Wetsy positioning it very greedily. Look, a 3-man pulverize was quite nice, but yeah, no follow-up there. They don't have the wombo that the Karma Crew have, and that tower's going to go down now. They can't even contest it.
It's pressured down, and they just can't group up either to try and force off Weddy, and that's what you have to do in your base. You don't have a lot of room to spread out. Oh, the Solitaire just missing 2 holes.
Yeah, a bit of a whiff there, but with the inhib, that's fine. That's all they need. Kano getting low from the burst of our Orianna. We need more gold. And there is the Elastic Slinker Shockwave. Find its mark there onto 2 members. Sanguine pull in to his own demise. The GA was popped though, but AKG DP God is looking pretty low here. Pops a defensive minefield for now. Double kill onto We Need More Gold. ASDF getting focus here. Inferno Bomb, not too fantastic there, but there is ASDF. Randuin's no, actually Broken Wings away defensively into the summoner base to get that health back. As you're getting low, Silverbolt's not able to find its 3rd proc, but there goes the 3rd inhib turret. Probably that 3rd inhib as well.
I think the 3rd inhib will go down, and they're probably just going to back off from that one because, you know, they've been playing it safe. Karma Crew have been just playing it fantastically. Get the inhib, and I wouldn't try and push it at this point. I mean, you probably can, given how far you are ahead. It looks like they may do just to finish off the game, so...
It is a 5v2. Name required is still dead with Kano just respawning. That's the 2 Nexus, and probably the Nexus itself now as well. Can they contest this one? Solar Flare will buy them some more time. This Nexus goes down. That will be the end of this series. There goes, nope, the red team getting low, but that is GG. And we do have Karma Crew moving on to our grand finals.
Well done, Karma Crew, fantastic
Snake
game.
Pit, but they're versing Snake Pit in the grand final, I believe.
Yeah, I think they will be versing Snake Pit, but you know, well played from start to finish. Just didn't make mistakes. I'm a little bit surprised. Yeah, it's just fantastic play, really.
They really went for the small objectives and just went back to base, got their health, got their goal, or got their items, and then came back out and started going for more small objectives, just getting smaller goal leads, and then from then on out they can just win in the lanes. And that's what they did, and they kept winning team fights. They just kept pressuring them off turrets. The command protect onto the Zac slingshot, so scary. We saw some really good engages from that, and actually just even the burst of Orianna by herself.